Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, why is my belly getting bigger even though I'm not eating that much? You try cutting carbs, skipping dinner, doing sit-ups, maybe even drinking those so-called detox teas, but that stubborn fat just won't go away. Here's the truth most people never hear. Belly fat isn't just about calories or exercise. There's a hidden reason your body keeps holding on to it. And until you understand that reason, no amount of dieting will fix it. Before we get into it, make sure to hit the subscribe button to Vital Path Growth, where we help you understand your body and take control of your health, one simple truth at a time. Now, let's talk about what's really going on. See, belly fat is not just fat, it's a sign. Your body is trying to tell you something. Deep inside your abdomen, there's something called visceral fat. That's the fat that wraps around your internal organs like your liver and intestines. Unlike the fat under your skin, visceral fat is hormonally active, meaning it releases chemicals that affect your entire body. And when your body starts producing too much of one hormone in particular, cortisol, your stress hormone, your belly becomes its favorite storage spot. Most people in America today are constantly under stress, mental stress, financial stress, work stress. And the body can't tell the difference between emotional stress and physical danger. So when cortisol levels stay high, your body believes it needs to store energy for survival. It doesn't care that you're sitting in traffic or checking emails, it thinks you're in danger. And the fastest, easiest place to store that energy? Around your belly. That's why even people who eat healthy can still have a growing midsection. The body isn't just storing fat, it's following orders from your hormones. And here's the kicker. Cortisol doesn't work alone. When your stress is high, you also crave sugar and carbs because your brain wants quick energy to deal with threats. You eat those comfort foods, your blood sugar spikes, insulin rises, and boom, more fat storage, especially around your waist. That's the deadly partnership between cortisol and insulin. Together they create what doctors call metabolic chaos. But here's the part most people overlook. This cycle doesn't start in your stomach, it starts in your brain. When you're constantly anxious, overworked, or sleep-deprived, your brain's hypothalamus sends panic signals to your adrenal glands. Those glands release cortisol, your blood sugar rises, insulin follows, and fat storage begins. Over time, this becomes your body's default setting. So even if you start eating less or exercising more, your hormones are still telling your body, hold on to that fat, we might need it. That's why belly fat can be so frustrating. It's not just about food, it's about how your body perceives the world. And if you've ever noticed that you gain more belly fat when life feels stressful or chaotic, that's not your imagination. It's biology. Studies from Harvard Medical School and the National Institutes of Health have shown that chronic stress not only increases cortisol, but also changes how your body processes fat. It makes fat cells in your abdomen grow larger and more resistant to being burned. And that's not the only problem. When belly fat builds up, it releases inflammatory chemicals that further increase cortisol levels, creating a vicious circle. The more fat you have, the more stress your body feels, and the more fat it stores. That's why belly fat isn't just a cosmetic issue. It's a health warning. It increases your risk for diabetes, heart disease, and even memory problems. But don't panic. The good news is that you can turn this around, not by starving yourself, but by changing how your body responds to stress. You can reprogram your hormones to burn fat instead of storing it. It starts with small daily choices that calm your system. Sleep, for example, is one of the biggest factors. When you don't sleep enough, cortisol rises, insulin spikes, and fat burning shuts down. But when you get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep, your body releases more growth hormone, which helps break down fat for energy. Another overlooked factor is caffeine and alcohol. Too much caffeine, especially later in the day, can raise cortisol levels for hours. And alcohol, while it might seem relaxing, actually increases belly fat by spiking insulin and disrupting your liver's ability to burn fat. Then there's diet. You don't need to follow extreme diets or fast for days. What matters most is stabilizing your blood sugar. That means starting your day with protein, like eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie, and adding fiber and healthy fats to every meal. These slow down digestion, keeping your blood sugar and insulin steady, and lowering cortisol over time. And movement plays a role too, but not the way you think. High-intensity workouts every day can actually backfire by raising cortisol. What helps more is a mix of strength training and gentle movement, like walking, stretching, or yoga, that signals safety to your body. Because remember, your body only burns fat when it feels safe. So the next time you feel frustrated with your belly fat, pause and ask yourself, not what am I eating wrong, but what is my body trying to protect me from? That mindset shift changes everything. You'll stop fighting your body and start working with it. When you learn how to lower cortisol and reset your metabolism, your belly fat begins to melt naturally, because your body finally stops thinking it's in danger. Now that you understand the real reason behind stubborn belly fat, let's talk about how to reverse it for good. See, the biggest mistake people make is thinking they can spot reduce fat by doing hundreds of crunches or buying those fancy ab belts. But belly fat isn't just sitting there because of lack of exercise, it's there because your internal systems are out of balance. The key isn't to fight your belly, it's to fix your stress response, improve your hormones, and let your body do what it's naturally built to do: heal itself. One of the most powerful things you can do, starting today, is manage your stress in a consistent, practical way. You don't have to meditate for hours or move to the mountains. It could be as simple as taking 10 minutes in the morning to breathe deeply, walk outside, or sit quietly without your phone. That short window of calm sends a powerful message to your brain. You're safe. And when your brain believes that, it stops ordering your body to store fat. The second step is controlling your meals. Try this simple rule: no added sugar after 6 p.m. Why? Because your insulin sensitivity drops at night, meaning your body is more likely to store calories as fat instead of burning them. Late-night snacks, especially those healthy granola bars or cereals, can quietly undo an entire day of good eating. So finish your last meal 2 to 3 hours before bed, drink some water or herbal tea, and let your body enter repair mode instead of fat storage mode. The third key is to move your body the smart way. When you wake up, don't go straight to your phone or coffee. Start with light movement, stretch, walk, or do a few minutes of resistance training. This helps your body switch from a cortisol-driven state to a fat-burning state. And here's a powerful tip. Morning sunlight exposure helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which directly controls your cortisol cycle. Just 10 minutes of sunlight on your face early in the day can help your hormones work with you, not against you. Over time, these small steps begin to rewire your system. You'll notice your cravings getting weaker, your energy lasting longer, and your belly fat starting to shrink without forcing it. And the best part? You'll feel calmer, lighter, and more in control, not just physically but mentally. Because the truth is, when your mind is at peace, your body follows, and that's something no diet can replace. So if you've been frustrated, thinking your belly fat means you're doing something wrong, stop blaming yourself. It's not about willpower, it's about biology. You're not broken. Your body is just protecting you the only way it knows how. Once you show it that you're safe, everything begins to shift. You'll lose fat faster, sleep better, and finally feel like your body is working for you, not against you. So tonight, when you go to bed, remind yourself, this isn't about punishment, it's about balance. Eat real food, sleep deeply, breathe slowly, move gently, and most of all, be patient. Because your body remembers safety much slower than it remembers fear. But once it does, your belly will no longer be the storage of stress. It'll be a sign of your healing. And that's when you'll realize the truth. You didn't just lose fat, you took back control of your life. If this message inspired you, make sure to subscribe to Vital Path Growth for more science-backed health insights and motivation to help you transform from the inside out.